Yeah, I was working on a '05 Nissan Murano. About 8 months ago, it just quit running, like the battery or alternator was going bad on it. Put my charger on there because it tests the alternator too. The battery was fine. It was 13 volts, it seemed like. Crank it up, turn on the headlights, and the battery would just drain down to 9 and then shut off. Classic signs of alternator. It was 250,000 miles on this thing, so definitely thought, let's change the alternator. At the time, this was my cousin, so she was out in the country. I didn't have a way of, it was two different ways you can get to the alternator. Either take the AC compressor out and get it from the bottom, which I did do. Actually, I kind of thought that was easy because I work on air conditioners, so I could put the Freon back in it. So I did it that way. Now this was 8 months ago, so she come back doing the same thing. And I remember when I took the old alternator off, this is the one that's only 8 months old, and the other one was so saturated with oil, didn't think nothing about it. I was helping my cousin out, it was her car, so I just put the alternator on and it did fine, it did great. Come to find out, the valve covers are directly above the alternator and they leak. So that's what I figured out this time, because it's so saturated again with oil. So I was like, well, let's try to find the leak and get rid of the leak. So the valve covers are expensive from your auto parts stores. They're like $200 a piece. Got them from Rock Auto for around 55, 60 bucks a piece. I only did the front one, the one over the alternator for right now. And I degreased and got all the oil off of the alternator and cranked it up, and it looked like it was doing fine. For an hour it held with the headlights on and everything. It held charge. So but I think the voltage regulator is going out on it because it didn't take long for it to start dying again, and it's not leaking oil. The valve covers, new valve covers, are doing great. So this time we had a little extra time and I brought it to my place, and I decided to go the other route by actually going through the front where the radiator is, and actually that did work. I didn't have to drain the radiator. All I did was unhook the top hose, kind of bent it back to keep the antifreeze in it. The radiator is hooked up, and you're able to fish it out that way. So I've got it out. I just wanted to kind of give you an update on this. If you have trouble with your alternator, definitely look and see if it's oily, and definitely change your valve cover. And I'm gonna see, I got this one from O'Reilly's, this alternator from O'Reilly's, so I'm gonna see if they will warranty it. And it's only 8 months old, and see if we can't get another one and go back at it. Anyway, just wanted to let you know if you have any trouble with an alternator going out. I also checked the grounds. A lot of these, you will see the ground wire up under in here. Let's see, this one right here, the little flat strap one sometimes will break, but this one was fine. So I was checking all that I could to try not to have to change this alternator again. I even bought a stronger battery with higher cranking amps. It didn't work. It started draining, so I'm thinking the voltage regulator is going out in this alternator because it got too much oil in it from the oil leak. So check these one, because you got to take this battery tray out. Check all your grounding. All the grounds seem fine. Nothing's broke. And if that's not your cause, then definitely change the valve cover and the alternator if you have to. And that should be good to go. Talk to you guys later.